to see
Fred
you again.
TV.
Good to
How
see
are you,
again.
man?
I'm doing good.
Excellent. I remember when you were.
I was like way down here.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
It's great to see you.
Good seeing you too.
It's great seeing you.
Aside from putting
How's
together
life?
this,
Everything good?
life's great, man.
Good.
No complaints.
Good.
No complaints.
Good.
Great movie you put together.
Thanks.
Aside from doing this and the great acting and everything, this is a great story that really has seldom been told, if ever. Why is it so important to get this story out there?
You know, because I felt it was a timeless story, and a moving story. As I said, with movies we try to come up with things like this. You know, it's both entertaining and yet stuff you look at it and go, oh, okay, of course it wasn't everyone. It's not everyone who
Took part in it.
and that there was someone who tried to stop it. When I grew up, I often thought, I remember being 4 years old and seeing, did you ever see the documentary World at War? Have you ever seen
I
that
went to
stuff?
Jewish day school. I saw it all.
Yeah, exactly. So you know it, and I was watching and going, why didn't someone try to stop him? And also, I didn't understand that just killing Hitler wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
And this really puts everything into perspective when you're looking at it and going through it, and yet, you know, in a very movie way, but also it's there for the people, the historians and the Germans who know the story, and for, you know, a broad audience that can engage on it and learn something about it.
Also, the fact that it could happen again as well.
Absolutely. And you know what, I think that yeah, unfortunately, I mean, you look through time when you have, there's just a fast, you know, for me seeing that of course there were people who were able to think for themselves and see what was happening. And Stauffenberg was a fascinating man that he could see the micro of the situation and the macro, not only the effects on his children, his family, his country, but also the world. And yeah, we got to make sure it doesn't happen again. I think stories like this should inspire people to be able to think for themselves and to not fall prey to propaganda. Even the oath. That's where we started with the oath, swearing allegiance to one man. I was raised, and I believe that, when I raised my children, and here in America, you think for yourself. Really don't and speak your mind, and you can have freedom of opinions. And looking at that oath, here he is, and I wanted audiences to really understand that, to understand how devious that was and deceitful to swear to God to one man, and what it was like at that point. It was
Guys, thank
creepy.
you very much.